Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here, back with another reaction video. Today, we finna react to the homie DD Conway, man. Hey, shout out to the homie DD Conway, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel, run the likes up, the views up, the comments up, the subscribers up, and all that good stuff over there on his channel. And yeah, man. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Um, Great biopics versus really bad black biopics. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
What's up, y'all? It's DD Conway, and you read that title correctly. So in today's video,
Why do I keep doing that?
what's up, y'all? It's DD Conway, and you read that title correctly. So in today's video, we will focus on some of my favorite biopics. This is my list, and it will eventually probably get to a part 2. But for right now, just know, my list may not be your list. So just sit back, enjoy, and put your list in the comments below so we can discuss it. Let's get it.
Smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted lemons. It's Gucci. Lemons on the chain with the meat cuts. Lemons on the
Coming up first, I give you Cadillac Records. Cadillac Records was a very scrappy but passionate biopic, but it's most certainly one of my favorites.
Come on here. Teach you to blow, baby.
Oh, let's get ready to suck it!
Was it the best biopic ever? No, but it's far from trash. To me, it was very entertaining with extremely strong performances by the cast.
Baby, would you stay for a while?
Gotta get your girl out of the ring.
You can kiss her, you can hug her, you can tell her that you love her. But your bitch ain't your bitch, bro. That is not your girl, bro.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That's probably my biggest reason for it even making this list. See, every performer in this movie did exactly what they were supposed to do. Everyone made me get lost in their character to the point where I forgot they was playing real people. I believe this movie did a lot of things right outside of just acting, like having great production value. It doesn't look cheap at all, and usually one of the two, acting or the production value, is off. The production value can be trash. That's even with the wigs, the costumes. But the way they pushed these Cadillacs out and had everybody in that 19 whatever attire, you could tell they had some guap for this movie. So 2 of 2 was good.
You got fucking money. He got money. Get it all for him.
Also, I feel like watching Beyonce, it's hard to take Beyonce serious when it comes to acting, especially when she's playing other singers, because it just seemed like she playing herself. She also has a very distinct voice.
look at the other two when you got Beyonce.
I think that her being around other great actors makes them pick up her slack or overcompensate for what she doesn't have. And I won't say the acting is totally trash. It just depends on what you're watching.
Oh, ouch, people.
8 years and no phone call. Nobody stands up. Foxy Cleopatra.
Cut that bitch off.
That voice, to me and for me, is just too distinct. And it just made me feel like Beyonce just playing herself. It also had a very memorable moments, with many of those being from Little Walter.
Walter.
What? What?
I'm Muddy's woman.
Oh, you got a lot of woman.
Bitch ass yucca.
Man, stuttering, blowfish looking at nigga. Gotta be one of the most disloyal niggas ever.
You disloyal fool ass bitch made punk.
For this, trying to fuck on that man's wife. I say overall, Cadillac Records was a great film. I will say they definitely took the liberty of exaggerating this story a little bit more when we talking about the legendary Chess Records, but it's still a biopic that I love. See, sometimes when you veer off and you make things so exaggerated that it's just like, come on now, man. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Sometimes that tends not to work out.
Come on now, dog.
For me personally, it worked out.
Come on, man.
Movies that bring out the black stars like Harlem Nights are movies that I love because I love seeing all the black celebs come together on one screen that would never normally be in a movie together all at once.
Excuse me, I got something in my eye.
Get it the fuck out your eye, you blind motherfucker. Roll the dice.
Dreamgirls did exactly that. And I know it's technically not a real biopic if you ask Diana Ross, but it makes this list mainly because for me, It was one of the only biopics after the movie Ray that motherfuckers was in a theater going crazy. I mean, people didn't give a damn what they said out loud in the theater.
Damn, this is some scary shit.
Excuse me?
I think I paid my money like everybody else up in here.
I also apologize for niggas, but Lord knows they ain't gonna apologize for themselves.
It was a real movie experience, and having celebrities like Eddie Murphy, Jamie Foxx,
What you think they're gonna do, huh? You think them honkies gonna wait around while you try to drag me into court? Forget about it, it's over.
Can't do it. Over with. OV.
Danny Glover,
I'm too old for this shit.
Anika Noni Rose. Black star power that was so interesting for me, and with some very electrifying performances and musical numbers that won't ever be forgotten.
I have to step into the bad side. Surprise!
Inspired loosely on some of the history of Motown as well as the Supremes, I believe it told a great overall story that will forever be played within the black community. I used to love the fact that Jennifer Hudson got this role because she lost on American Idol, and to see her act and sing her ass off in this movie, she really stole the show back then. I can remember a lot of black people being extremely happy. Like, she took this role and did not look back. Get On Up is easily one of my favorite biopics. The early lives and stories of black entertainers used to seem like mythical stories like those of the Greek heroes. So to put that to film, it was one of my favorite things to see. And witnessing Chadwick Boseman as James Brown filled every expectation that I had.
Now imagine, unhitching your pants. As you open the door to your master bathroom and you see me, James Brown, just sitting there, taking a break.
He's shit everywhere.
See, James Brown was already a complex individual. So to see Chadwick Boseman basically channel his inner super nigga.
He ain't just no normal nigga, he's super nigga.
And become James Brown himself had me really respect this movie. I say that because James Brown is one of those icons that really shouldn't be touched if you're not going to do it right. And by that, I mean the movement, the mannerisms, everything except maybe the singing, because I expect one out of the two, singing or dancing, to not be the best. But you damn sure better be able to lip sync your ass off. And Chadwick Boseman does exactly that.
That boy is good.
He makes you forget you are indeed watching a movie. Shit feels like you watching a real person. You get to see the good, the bad of James Brown life, and will forever be one of my favorites because they really did James Brown justice, where some would go straight for the cash grab. And again, Chadwick Boseman did so well. Seeing him dance, you could tell that he really studied. This wasn't some shit that he just expected to, be thrown in. He actually did his due diligence. And that's what I love to see in a biopic. People that clearly studied what they were doing, people that actually put that energy, that time, that effort, and a real grind into becoming that person. When you do that, you in a sense do become that person. Coach Carter is one of the greatest sports films of all time. I won't even debate about that.
Fuck you and everybody who live in your household.
Telling the story of Coach Ken Carter taking his alma mater with at-risk youth in the hood.
Fuck Coach Carter. I hate this movie.
It was a motivating ass movie for me because I played basketball. It's definitely a movie that a coach should show a whole team. But I can specifically remember leaving the theater and plenty of people screamed this one chant.
Rich man. Rich what?
One of, if not the most iconic moment of that movie. Many of us would sit and repeat that shit all day like we actually went to the school. Everyone played their role in this. They played it well, especially Samuel L. Jackson. And Coach Carter was pretty much like 95 to 98% accurate, except the party scene, maybe.
Find my drunk ass point guard on top of daddy's little princess.
Actually, I was on the bottom, coach. He was on the top.
Mama warned me about women like you. I was hoping she was right.
And I was glad that in the ending, they didn't go the cliche route of like telling you a different story that didn't happen. In a real story, they actually lost that motherfucker, and they kept that true to the movie.
Oh, what a loser!
I love the positive message and how Coach Carter held his hood-ass team responsible.
Some of my teammates ended up in prison. Some of them ended up dead. They deserve to die, and I hope
They go to hell.
I believe that Tina Turner will always be remembered as a legend. And one thing that will forever be a part of her legacy is the biopic, What's Love Got to Do with It?
Eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake, anime.
That was so
disrespectful.
Iconic lines like that are what helped to make this list. It is indeed a great movie, but as I said in my Unintentionally Funny series, the movie has some moments that are unintentionally funny, which helps to make it very memorable.
God damn, if you don't make it, I'll kill you.
Dead as hell.
Angela Bassett killed this role. Couldn't even help but always notice they had her built like the Juggernaut.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
Looked like she lifted 50 cars a day with her strong ass, but she captured the look, attitude, and the mannerisms of Miss Turner. Her performance speaks volumes to the hard work she actually put in, and when you put in the work, it'll always show. I genuinely believe that. I promise you, like, when you see a person make it look easy, then that means, for me, that just means that the practice that they put into it was an absolute ridiculous amount. And to me, she made this role look extremely easy. Then Mr. Gorilla Pimp himself, Lawrence Fishburne, made me hate him for a long while. Played this role so well, it's almost like the role that he played in Boys in the Hood didn't even exist no more. Ended up giving us some very classic moments in this movie. One of my favorite quotes of all time from a movie is this one.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Bro, how can you watch the movie Lean on Me and not like that quote?
That was a scene, but the rest of this movie is straight garbage, bro. And plus, this ain't even factual. This ain't even factual. This movie is fake as fuck. They try to make it seem like Mr. Clark was the best thing ever happened for schools. Trying to tell people that maybe if you cared about schools as much as Mr. Clark did, nigga, even with Mr. Clark being the way he was, it still didn't matter. Kids don't care, bro. Them niggas still failed. Come on, bro. I hate Lean on Me though. I hate this movie because it's so unrealistic, bro. It's like, really, this is how y'all depict black youth in the 90s and the late 80s, early 90s. That's how they depicted black youth around this time. That just shows you how they think about us and how they looked at us at this time, bro. That's crazy, bro. And people think this is the great movie, bro. This movie is offensive as fuck.
I can use that quote for damn near anything. It won't make sense, but it'll get used. Lean on Me is one of the greatest biopics of all time, and we most certainly need leaders like Mr. Clark in today's age. I don't care what anyone says.
These people are incorrigible. And since none of them could graduate anyway, you are all expurgated. I got something for y'all.
What?
Get out!
See, Morgan Freeman did a great job playing Mr. Joe Clark, a principal looking to take his school back from fuck niggas, YNs, and anyone else that shouldn't be there. I always admire those in leadership that will treat you like their kid. And to see the journey of Joe Clark give the kids tough love, but build them back up was something that I loved and respected.
If you want to kill yourself, don't fuck around with it. Go on and do it expeditiously. Now go on and jump. Jump!
What are you waiting for?
The movie was great, but let's talk about some real shit.
Our kids don't deserve this. Some of those children are smart. They're just discouraged about what chances they got out there.
Man, sit your Harriet Tubman looking ass down. Bro, she used to piss me off, and only because it's parents like her that do exist. You spent all that time hating and trying to stop somebody from succeeding. You spend so much time trying to get someone fired that you spending more time on this than you are spending in your child's life. There are some real people just like her that don't care about a thing they kid does. They delusional to it. And they cool with their kid being a total fucking menace. But the minute somebody that's another authoritative figure comes in and tells them, hey, stop that shit, that's when they want to go on a whole mission to go against the person that told them to stop instead of checking their child's behavior. They will go through hell to punish that one person that got tired of their child being a menace and did something about it. But you won't ever acknowledge your child's behavior or your lack of parenting.
Fuck them kids.
The one biopic that I think every black person should watch is the Malcolm X biopic by Spike Lee starring Denzel Washington.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir.
Denzel's portrayal of Malcolm X makes this one of the greatest American films ever. Is it a long ass movie? Hell yeah, it is.
But it's a good one. It's worth
It
it.
shows us the fight of one.
Every Black History buff, I watched this movie. Every Black History buff, I watched this movie. I ain't watched it yet. I got, what, 6 more days? I got plenty of time to watch this. I'm going to watch this when I get the time.
One of the greatest civil rights leaders ever. You will watch him go from being young and bullshitting.
Hey, where the bitches at?
To becoming the great leader that we know him to be. And to be real, it's probably 3 reasons why I love this movie. 1, because in Memphis, Tennessee, at the first elementary school that I went to, Sheffield Elementary, shout out to y'all, Malcolm X was one of the first leaders we learned about. And him being one that isn't looking for problems, but will damn sure finish them, was how I was raised. So I always respected that. Because it's one of the only biopics that said, fuck time. We need to get his life right no matter what. They made sure to damn near leave no details out, and they didn't care about time. This motherfucker was like 2 tapes on VHS. And the third one is because, in my opinion, in the black community, when we see that another black person that's like rich, has a lot of money, and we don't know if they doing good with it, we immediately blame that person and we say they don't fuck with black people. For example, Michael Jordan, just because you don't see him necessarily doing something for black people, you don't know about it, doesn't mean he's not doing anything. You take example of this movie. Had he not put up the funds for this movie, it would not have been the same as we know it. And I don't think it would have been nearly as legendary as it is.
It was plenty of people that put up money for this movie. Michael Jackson put up, I think, like $9 million for this movie. Michael Jackson, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton. It was hella people that put money into this. Oprah. Spike Lee got hella backing for this movie. And boy, did it pay off. I think even Magic Johnson invested into this movie.
In our community, I don't think they would have got all the details that they could have got and how they nailed it in the end. When we don't know, we proceed to kind of make shit up sometimes. Like even saying that he invests in prisons, which is literally not even true. I don't believe that you have to show everything going on with your money. I don't believe that you have to show all the good that you do.
No, not at all.
And go about your business. You can help because you have the love, the empathy, and the sympathy in your heart for the next person. You can help because you have all of that in your heart and you love God. To me, helping doesn't mean you have to advertise. And I think that's something that I respect about Jordan for forever. I think social media tricks us out of our spot.
They coming to see me.
They coming to see the Temptations.
Ain't nobody
coming to see you, Otis.
That's a line that black people have used for so many different reasons, and most of them have to do with clowning around on somebody more than likely. Not a drop of seriousness to it. The Temptations biopic is one of my favorite because it was many of our parents and grandparents' favorite groups. My family was Koji, Church of God in Christ for y'all that don't know, and that's big in the South. So they'll let you, they used to let us listen to whatever we pretty much wanted outside of being in the car with them. But when you in the car with them, mom and pops, oh, they playing gospel or nothing. If the radio just so happened to somehow switch to an oldie station and the Temptations playing, they'll let it play though.
You're begging me not to leave you, and I refuse to let you go.
It was wonderful
to get some type of visual of the story for your sympathy
from our grandparents, parents to true Hollywood stories, those type of things, as well as get to see something that we didn't know, even if certain things were a little exaggerated, but yet still I was infatuated at seeing this movie. Shit, for a while, I couldn't even tell that this wasn't the real group. I stand firm on saying that there's only one Michael Jackson biopic
You ain't down with that? Shut your goddamn ass up.
that will ever be acknowledged, and that's The Jacksons and American Dream. It's not close. Every child, especially black, will be introduced to the moonwalk the way Michael Jackson did it. It will cause them to go down a rabbit hole of who he is and watching video after video trying to figure out how bruh fucking moves like that is unreal. They'll eventually get into the Jacksons biopic and probably feel like they're watching the real thing. The Jacksons and American Dream is a great biopic because I feel like it gave us a pretty accurate look at the Jacksons' early years, and for this not to be in the theaters and only on TV, they spent money to not make it look like a Tyler Perry production. You couldn't tell this was just straight to TV.
Never knew life, just thinking of the good signs, thinking about my baby. Man, sit your dumb ass down.
These folks danced their ass off and sang too. I can remember this shit making me want to actually get up and dance and copy their moves. It felt like I could, get my own little music career started.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Fucking right. Michael Jackson and the Jacksons are a beloved black family, and this biopic showed us the good and the bad. I think Joe Jackson gets a lot of shit, but this biopic proves you have to respect him for being a father and how he pushed for the American dream with his family. We probably got the greatest portrayal of one of the greatest artists to ever live, and it hasn't been a better one since. Culturally, this is one of the greatest biopics of all time, and that's why it made this list. When it comes to black biopics in the black community, Ray is one that should always be in your top 5.
And you ain't black.
There's no actor that did a better job than Jamie when it comes to black biopics. This man literally transformed into Ray Charles. If there is something past embodying a person, shit, Jamie did it.
I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. Yeah.
I feel like we let some actors slide sometimes when all reality, they did just an okay job when it comes to biopics. The Ray biopic is the pinnacle of biopics because of the performance of Jamie Foxx. I can remember seeing this in the theater and it was packed out. Not a single seat available. You could hear people laugh. You could damn sure hear everyone crying. And it was a very surreal experience to see a movie people of all skin colors convey so much emotion for. I can remember this lady crying behind me sounded like a weeping walrus. Shit sounded like her maiden call.
I want to fuck some.
She wasn't the only one. It was others in there ugly crying too. But they had every right to because Ray's brother had passed and it was sad as hell. But they also laughed their ass off when Ray felt that big lady wrist.
That's a huge bitch.
I don't care what people say. I think Ray is the epitome of how you do a biopic, especially within our community. And it's how one should be done. If you aren't going to go to physically turn into that person, you have to please leave that motherfucker alone.
Cut that bitch off.
Now that we have my favorites out the way, let's look at some of the most awful black biopics.
Oh,
in my
Lord.
opinion, the worst for the movies that make this list means that they aren't good and probably shouldn't exist at all. It means that they are booty butt, and many of the actors attached to these films need their ass whooped. And to start off all the bullshit, we'll start with a bullshit ass biopic, The Barge.
You had to mute it. You had to mute it. They probably just finna hit them with them big ass blocks.
What's up, man? Bull chicken with a wig looking at, nigga. This the beginning. Y'all already let me know y'all don't give a damn about The Barge at all. Had this man on stage looking like he bobbing for booger sugar with the most flammable wig ever. That light shine too bright, it'll burn his shit off.
Let's do it.
Man, this movie disturbing because everybody look ashy as hell. These 3 young niggas look like 3 different ashy ass versions of Little Richard. It's sad. The child version of light skin is to make folks look like they took a deep dive in cornstarch. Real cornstarch crusading ass niggas.
Ashley Larry, Marcy Projects, Marcy, son, what?
The DeBarge story is already depressing as hell, so to have y'all come along and take a mega turd on these folks' family name is nasty work.
Facts.
No one embodied anything in this movie. This shit is soulless. A soulless mess that shouldn't exist at all. It looked like they was playing pretend in a high school production. And part of acting is making people believe. Like part of a biopic is making people believe that you that person, even if you don't look like them. I think the one biopic that for sure pissed me off when I saw it was the story of my fellow Memphian and Super Bowl champion Michael Orr in The Blind Side. Mainly because they decided to take a very competent black man and turn him into a dumb big black nigga on screen to push that white savior complex narrative.
Facts.
Kinda thought I already was.
Toby be good nigga for massa.
Man, Professor Crump looking at nigga. They had Brad here like they taught him everything about life. This main character just sounded like he played with rocks. Throw it at his helmet and shit. You walk around like you Forrest Gump little cousin. It's a typical white savior shit. They made it seem like they made this man, when in reality, Buddy was already one of the highest recruits in the nation.
Hold him inside here between the tits. You got it?
Cut that bitch off!
A lot of bullshit in this movie didn't happen at all. They just saw a black dude and they saw an opportunity and said, let's adopt him, which really wasn't an adoption. It was a conservative shit. Them folks saw a big black dude, said, let's adopt him. There's nothing nefarious about that at all, huh? He radio big brother, big back, bacon eating ass dude. And they didn't teach bro how to play. Buddy went to one of the best private schools in Memphis, Briarcrest. I'm almost positive he more than likely got recruited to that bitch, because that was definitely what they was doing around that time. But to make it like you don't just get in Briarcrest being trash and they teach you. Bro was already good. That's all I'm saying. Y'all was flashing hard as hell to make the character in the movie look like he eat crayons. Man, gas pump body ass nigga.
Cut that bitch off!
Then they gave Sandra Bullock, pasty pigeon looking ass, an Oscar for this shit. Tupac was one of the most prolific entertainers ever.
Don't even get me started on this one, bro. Don't even get me started on this movie, bro. Man.
Gotta go!
That's not how the game is played.
He's a terrorist. He's Al-Shabaab. He's an Al-Qaeda.
Some of them going to sleep. For God!
No, sir. Not me.
Cut that bitch off! Next caller.
Ain't no fucking way, bro. Y'all. To the people that made this movie, bro, I just want to tell you one thing.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck, 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 fuck.
I just want to tell y'all that from the bottom of my heart. I just want y'all to know, whoever made this damn Tupac movie, go to hell.
So you would think that when it comes to the well-beloved rapper, the powers that be would actually do right by his life story.
Wrong.
They ended up giving us a crackhead version of Tupac's story. Bruh, my first question is, how y'all make this movie knowing Tupac would have aired that hoe out if he ever seen this?
Do we have a problem?
Goodness, bruh.
And the fucked up part is they did this after Afeni passed away. Once Afeni Shakur passed away and the Tupac estate got sent over to the lawyers because she put it in the lawyers' hands, they greenlit this movie when she told them no. Man, whoever in charge of Tupac estate, fuck you. Because this movie was a fucking atrocious, bro. Ain't no way.
Jada Pinkett on the front row holding her mouth like she been doing the finest of crack for years. Got that Bobby Brown post drugs, nigga. That Dennis Edwards mouth. The best thing they did was find a Timu Tupac. Shit, whole movie, Timu was hell.
But you know what else? I don't give a fuck.
Timu Pac, take your Caribbean sea turtle looking ass on. Damn, y'all fucked up Juice. They spent more time letting you see he looks like Tupac than actually telling a story. Biopic extra lazy with a side of booty butt and a tall glass of bounce that ass. Will Smith should have came through one time and smacked some sense into y'all. The fascination with Jada Pinkett and Tupac's relationship was strictly for a cash grab.
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
All eyes on me was
the fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
An award for going triple vibranium on Tubi or BET. It failed to capture one of our most iconic entertainers of all time. Niggas got blendless face in this hoe.
Cut that bitch off.
Grown chipmunk looking at nigga. Y'all had Snoop Dogg do a voiceover and had this motherfucker looking like a Asian karate movie.
Cut that
Hey yo, what the fuck?
This shit BET as hell. This film is a once in a lifetime film you have to get right. Instead, they made a one-dimensional ass version of Tupac that was always angry. All disrespect to the director, this shit was ass.
No, nigga!
The Aaliyah biopic has to be on your list of worst black biopics of all.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck, 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 fuck.
Cut that bitch off. Next caller.
Wendy Williams, you deserve everything you got for this goddamn movie. Nah, Wendy Williams, you deserve everything you got right now. Fuck Wendy Williams. You deserve everything you got right now for this goddamn Aaliyah biopic, bro. Fuck Wendy Williams.
All time. If it's not, you really garbage as hell. And you really garbage as hell if you like this movie. Because they did Aaliyah wrong.
Yeah, just Aaliyah. Like Cher.
Shut the fuck up!
Starting y'all by saying her name wrong.
Aaliyah.
Oh, jeez.
Like Muhammad Ali.
Wendy Williams, you a life-size Kermit the Frog looking ass nigga for making this movie. With your Kimmel body built ass. That ass wrong for making this movie, bruh. This is one of the most disturbing biopics ever. And top 2 most disrespectful. Man, Bricks got more rhythm than you. Still Lionel Richie looking ass nigga. What the fuck is this Disney Channel ass shit we watching? Kids probably make better music than this.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Let's do that.
Y'all folks turned R. Kelly to a Nigerian super nigga.
Darkness, everybody. Darkness is ready.
It's really sick as hell that y'all spent more time in this movie, really any of it, making R. Kelly and Aaliyah's relationship like the main subject of the film.
You ain't gotta look at the sun to know it's shining.
Get out there! That nigga is get out there!
That man nasty as hell. I know he get to breathe hard as hell around young hoes at McDonald's. Why is this in here? And side note, her pops look like a strong ass bulldog, and Dave Chappelle did a better job playing R. Kelly.
This is the remix edition of a song about
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Y'all had this R. Kelly looking like the final boss you get to go against when you defeat all the sewer rats in New York. Master Splinter looking at nigga. Alexandra Shipp looked like Benya Pollywall.
Cut that bitch off.
She did Drumline too.
Cut that bitch off.
Played Storm. And Aaliyah.
Cut that bitch off.
Your ass 0 for 3. I don't know why she decided to be in this. Aaliyah is so beloved. She should have just did what Zendaya did and dropped out. Cause I feel like Wendy Williams basically just used her as a pawn. Overall, all the characters in here are the finest of garbage truck juice. There's nothing good about this film at all. It's a disrespectful film that doesn't honor her the way it should. And I hope her family sues y'all for every last dollar. This film is very tasteless. I'd rather watch 120,000 hours of TD Jakes get interrogated as to why he said this.
Have you ever been swallowed up?
What do you get when you put a big 6'4" nigga in baby power and the jerriest of Jerry curl wigs?
It's fantastic, man. Okay. I will remember this forever.
You get Flex Washington playing Michael Jackson in one of, if not, fuck all that, the worst black biopic of all time. What's up, Flex?
Oh, great heavens!
Slim Jim looking at nigga. This ain't no movie about Michael
Oh,
Jackson.
hell no!
Nigga who would personate Michael Jackson. Flex, you wrong as hell, bro. Take your freakazoid looking ass home, man. Freakazoid. Man in the Mirror biopic is easily the worst biopic I've ever seen, bro. It's no real structure to it at all. But I'll respect Flex for telling us he did this shit because he needed the money. Because anybody else would have, made up some bullshit excuse in the name of art.
13, I had 4 #1 hits with my brothers, the Jackson 5.
Young Michael look like he wearing blackface in this hoe. Bro don't even look real.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Every character in here is beyond cheeks. One character that had me rolling though was Joe Jackson.
I said take 5, not 15. Your brother's in your way.
Buddy look like an even worse trick daddy. Then if that shit ain't disturbing enough, we get to see what's supposed to be Diana Ross show up in young Michael dreams.
It's me, Diana.
Oh Lord.
You're going to be a big star.
Man, holiday heart looking ass nigga.
What did I do wrong?
Bitch, everything. Just like this movie. I'm still trying to figure out why she was in the dream.
Cut that bitch off!
Smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted living.
Hey, bruh. All these is trash. The one I'm surprised they didn't. He only did music biopics though. Thought we was gonna get some well, he did Malcolm X, but we ain't getting no sports ones though. Besides that weak ass Coach Carter movie. I mean, there was there's Jackie Robinson, Chadwick Boseman killed that one. I'm trying to think what else. What are the biopics out there was good or should have been noted? If we did Tupac, you got to do Biggie. You know the Biggie fans for to come after you now. Oh man. But anyways though, yeah, man, all these is trash. The most egregious ones is the Tupac one and the Aaliyah one. Mostly the Aaliyah one, because that one was, oh my. Hey man, Wendy Williams got what she deserved, bro. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got no sympathy for Wendy Williams at all. Petty Reasons video coming soon. But anyway, so I just go about do it for this one. I will see you all in the next video. Shout out to the homie DD Conway. Most definitely, this is a banger right here. I will see you all in the next video. Till then, peace out.